myself constantly been asked by people when I tell them what I do, what is Qigong? It's a term they've never heard of. So often I ask them a question back and say, well, have you heard of Tai Chi? Because most people have. And I would then use Tai Chi as a kind of basis for them to work from so that I can explain exactly what Qigong is. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to explain to you the difference between Qigong and Tai Chi, so you have a bit of a clearer understanding about what the two different terms and the two practices mean. My name is Janice Tucker and I'm a practitioner of traditional Chinese medicine and medical Qigong. I'm also the founder of the Space to Relax online program of Qigong video lessons. Just before we move on, if you're watching this video on YouTube, then hit the red subscribe button to sign up for more videos with helpful hints and tips about how you can make yourself much more healthy using the practice of Qigong. Firstly, I'll just start by saying that Tai Chi is actually a form of Qigong, so it's very difficult to practice Tai Chi without having some knowledge of Qigong. Qigong is the essence, is the basis of Tai Chi. Secondly, Tai Chi is a martial art and Qigong is used traditionally for health and wellness. Now this is not strictly the case because often people use Tai Chi practice to improve their health and healing and use it as an exercise. But Tai Chi does have strong martial arts applications as well. Qigong tends not to have any of these martial applications, no attacking or defensive movements, although Qigong can actually be used to increase your power, to really give you much stronger self-defense mechanisms if you're using it as this basis for your Tai Chi practice, or even Kung Fu, which is a more physical form of martial art again. Thirdly, Tai Chi and Qigong use different movements. Tai Chi tends to utilize many more standing postures and doesn't really use lying down or sitting postures, whereas Qigong does make use of lying down and sitting down. Also, you'll find that the movements, they can be quite similar in a lot of respects in that they're slow and they're flowing, but Tai Chi has many more explosive movements if you're using it as a martial art. The fourth difference is that Tai Chi and Qigong may work with your body's Qi or energy slightly differently. Certainly in medical Qigong, which is what I know about and teach, we often focus on one aspect of our Qi or one function of the Qi within the body. Although it has the overall effect of improving your health, it can be quite specific in terms of the function of Qi that we're working with. And often Tai Chi is working on more general Qi flow around the body. Now this is not always the case, it's quite, that's quite a generalization, and I'm not an expert in Tai Chi by any means, but that tends to be the case, that there might be a slightly different way in which the two forms, the Tai Chi and the Qigong, work with your Qi or your energy in your body. The fifth difference, and as we already said in point 3, is that Tai Chi and Qigong have different movements, and the fifth difference really here is again about movement, in that Qigong tends to focus on very, very simple movements. The movements that anyone can do, so from a 5-year-old little child up to an 85-year-old grandparent can do Qigong movements. Tai Chi, on the other hand, tends to utilize more complex and sometimes extremely complex stances and movements. So there is a difference in the complexity of the external movement that you see between Qigong and Tai Chi. And the sixth difference is again to do with movement, in that Tai Chi utilizes forms, so learning certain patterns and movements in a specific order, whereas Qigong methods and practices focus on the individual needs of the practitioner at any particular time. So it's not a set form that's practiced, it would be a specific method for whether you want to relax, whether you want to be more energized, whether you want to rid any kind of bad feelings from your body. So it's slightly different in terms of the way in which the movements and the practices are carried out. And the last and seventh major difference is that Qigong tends to be a little bit more flexible and adaptive than Tai Chi for people who might be injured or disabled. So Qigong is very much consisting of free forms, so they're very adaptable to people who can't do certain things, people who might be in a wheelchair, people who might have specific injuries, whereas Tai Chi forms tend to utilize the whole body and might be a little bit more difficult to perform as a form if you have some kind of physical restriction. So if you enjoyed this video and you think you'd like to learn some Qigong, if you've not practiced before, and even if you have, then head over to my homepage where you can sign up for a free 3-part video series, and that will be delivered to your email inbox over the period of a few days. And there you can practice some simple Qigong movements. They're very easy to do, anyone can do them. And also if you scroll to the bottom of the homepage, you can sign up for a free audio meditation, which you can take out into nature on your mobile device, or you can listen while you're in bed at night. So that's really handy and it's just so relaxing. So sign up for those 2 things if you're interested in learning a little bit more Qigong and about how it can really help to supercharge your health. And also don't forget, if you're watching this video on YouTube, then hit the red subscribe button for more videos like this. Give this video a like and a comment, I'd love to hear from you. And lastly, head over to my Facebook group, which is called Space to Relax Free Group, where you'll get lots more support in the group. You can ask lots of questions and I post lots of articles and information there. There's a great community in there, so I'd love it if you could join us. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.